an outrage. The price asked for this grade of rubber is prohibitive. It's got to stop, gentlemen. Every consumer of rubber in the United States is at the mercy of the foreign monopoly. We've got to establish our own plantations or we'll be out of business in a year.
What about Dr. Taylor's expedition?
Still unheard from. And that brings me to the question before the board today. Shall we continue to wait for possible word from Dr. Taylor?
Why not send someone immediately to trace him?
That's easier said than done. Every man I've sent down there seems to have been swallowed up by the jungle.
JP, it's obvious. This territory is proving very difficult to penetrate. Well, now, why not explore some other region for our project?
It's all right with me if I knew where we could grow the kind of rubber that we need. Our commitments to the trade call for a very special quality. Now, this knapsack is a perfect specimen.
What special quality has it?
Well, offhand, I would say that it has, just in time. I'll let our technical expert. Gentlemen, this is Mr. Dan Burton.
How do you do?
Mr. Burton has recently become the head of our laboratories. Dan, there's some question about the special qualities of this rubber. We'd like your opinion on it.
Yes, sir. This comes from a fine grade of latex. That's the pure rubber milk that flows from the trees. Make an excellent base for automobile tires, rubber gaskets, and vulcanite. This specimen is a product of Avia Brazilians. Oh, that in lay terms, gentlemen, means that it comes from a region beyond the headwaters of the Gumea River.
Amazing. Certainly is. Say,
I'm thinking the same thing.
JP, why not send Burton to the Gumeo? He seems to have the background, knowledge, every qualification.
Except one.
And what's that?
I don't like the jungle. I've had my fill of it. Sumatra and the Malay Peninsula.
Dan, you've got a chance to do some real pioneering, to open a new industrial frontier.
Call it pioneering if you like. But to me, it's one long nightmare. Fighting fever, bitten by insects, battling natives. Any pioneering I do for this country is going to be done right here in the good old state of Ohio.
Well, I guess you're right, Dan. It is a dangerous venture. It's asking too much of anyone.
Oh, now, wait a minute. That isn't what's bothering me. It's that air-conditioned laboratory that I'm going to miss with some good old American plumbing on the side.
Well, it's still a dangerous venture. 4 men have tried it, and none of them have come back. Just forget it. Any more word from Dr. Taylor?
No, sir. Dr. Taylor?
Yes, it's been weeks since we've heard from him, and we're...
You have no right sending an eminent scientist like Dr. Taylor down in the jungle. The world needs him.
Well,
besides that, he's an old man.
We learned by experience. I know now the kind of man I'd like to send.
If I were making the choice, it'd be Dan Burton.
And I would second the motion.
I don't see what he can do that the others haven't.
Never mind your left-handed build-up. If I change my mind and do decide to go, it's only because the world of science stands to lose a great man.
Fine. That's great.
Dan, if you'll see this thing through...
As I started to say before, I'll take 50% of this venture for my cut.
50%?
And before you start, I'll settle for 25. Is it a contract?
What's the next boat leaving for Guameo?
The Borat one leaves day after tomorrow.
Fine, make reservations right away.
Yes, sir.
Fine, we're glad to play a good one.
Goodbye,
Good
JP.
luck. Good luck.
And don't forget, I want an honest count on that 25%.